How to take apart and clean the floor head on your Dyson. Now this one has the anti-tangle comb, but the layout is similar on all of them. There's other videos in my description. Now to do this, we're going to need a coin, a flat-headed screwdriver, a Torx T8 screwdriver, and also a small cross-headed screwdriver. We're going to start though by removing the end cap with the coin so we don't damage the plastics. The brush then pulls out like so, and you can separate the end cap from it by giving it a wiggle and a pull. Now we're going to put this to one side for cleaning in a bit, and now we're going to grab our T8 Torx screwdriver, which is like the star shape. There's 4 screws along the front here, and we're going to undo those first. And then once they're undone, there's another one tucked into the middle there. So undo that one. And then you'll notice with this one, it's actually shorter than the others, okay? So separate that from the others. I'll show you how it all goes back together in a bit anyway, so don't worry about that. Now then, we need to get our small cross-headed screwdriver and then just undo these 2 screws in the corners at the back. And then this part just lifts up like so. Now those parts slide off if you want them to, off the rubber part, but for the sake of it, we're just leaving them on for now, okay? So just lift this rubber part and you'll see 4 more Torx screws. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 across there. So just undo those now. And then once you've undone those, we're going to turn the thing over and it's going to allow you to take this cover off. But you need to get your flat-headed screwdriver and just help it on its way. Just put it into the side here and turn your screwdriver. Don't lever it so you damage the plastics, just turn it and the whole thing will come off like that. Now inside you will see wires. Don't panic, we're going to show you how those go back together too. We're just moving them out of the way for now because this means we can lift off the front part that we undid earlier. And then the thing that you're all here for is the clear part, obviously. We can then lift that up from the back like so and give that a good clean in a minute, okay? Now there's a rubber seal I'm just tucking in now. That goes all the way around the edge of this plastic, okay? I tend to leave it where it is, but if yours comes out, that's where it's come from, okay? Now we can lift the motor part out. Just give that a wiggle and lift it up, obviously being a little bit gentle with your wires, and then pull out the stem from the main unit too. Again, give it a wiggle and pull it out like so. So that means we have this part here and then the clear part that we're going to take to the sink and clean. But the other parts, these with the electrics in, we've got a motor and everything inside there. We're just leaving them to one side. We're not going to do anything with them. Now, the end cap and the brush, they can also come with us to the sink. So fill your sink with hot soapy water, grab a toothbrush, grab some multi-purpose cleaner, anything will do, and we're going to start cleaning this thing. So starting with the end cap, spray that, give it a scrub, and then same with the brush. Just give it all a good scrub with your multi-purpose cleaner and your toothbrush. You can dunk it in the sink if you like, that's not a problem at all. Give it a good rinse. Now all this stuff's going to be dried later, don't worry about that. Now this part here, it has these little red parts in the front, okay, so take those out. Now they go on that way round. I'll show you how it goes back together, but it's like a handlebar moustache if you like. That's the way round that it goes. Now give all this a good scrub with your toothbrush as well. Yours may be worse, it might be better than mine. And then give it a good rinse afterwards like everything else here. And now we can clean the clear part. Now this annoying thing has got all these teeth that run across here. So you need to get your flat-headed screwdriver and get any horrible nasties out of there. Any little stones or any bits of blue tack or anything nasty at all. Just scrape away anything that's stuck in there. And then that's going to make it easier when you spray it and brush it in a minute, okay? So just give it all a good scrub now that's all been done. And I'm going to show you a little trick soon as well, when this is all nice and dry and clean, how to make it clear again, okay? So stay around for that. Scrub it all with your toothbrush. I have sped this up so you don't die of complete and utter boredom, but hopefully you get the hang of it. There's no set rules with this, so don't panic, okay? You're just cleaning, rinsing until you get it like that. Then we're going to get a microfiber cloth and just give everything a nice wipe over. They need to be left now for 24 hours in a warm, dry place until everything is bone dry, okay? In the meantime, when this is dry, you can get some wood silk furniture polish. This stuff is brilliant, and you spray it on the clear plastics and it just makes it all shine like new again. It doesn't make it too sticky like silicone would. It just makes it nice and shiny and clear like so. So once all this is dry, these little handlebar things I was talking about, handlebar moustache, remember, it goes in like so. Okay, and then the other one, put that in the other side. And then we can start to get the stem and the electronics in, okay? So the stem goes in where it came out, like so. We just need to push it into the gap that it goes into with the wires facing up. Make sure it's all swiveling nice. We now need to put the motor in. Now, if you notice here, the wires go towards the back. So this cutout part here goes down, and you just literally press it down into place like so. Then we can get this clear window put on. So hold the motor part with your right hand here. Okay, that's basically aligning the part on the left so it all fits into position, okay? So when you press the clear part down, your motor is perfectly in position where it needs to be. And now we can start putting the wires where they should be as well. There's a little rubber bung on the wires, and that needs to sit with the little two prongs sticking through it that come off the clear plastic like so. Then moving along, the wires sit in two little ridges here in the plastic. So now it's time to put the cover on, and you won't be trapping any wires because you've got them in perfect position. It just clips on with a little bit of wrestling, basically pushing it on from the back like so. So it slides on from the back, and then just squeeze it on each side, and it should all click into position. Okay, so once it's in position like that, we can turn the whole thing over, and we can secure it with the 4 Torx screws that we took out earlier. So if you remember, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 that go along the back there. So let's just do those up so that at least that's one part that's secure. So once that's been done, we can then get these parts put in, these little panel parts at the back. Now these go in from the middle first, okay, so kind of clip the middle in and then press it down on the left hand side on this one. And then secure it with your cross-headed screw that we took out first. And then this one again, you just tuck in that middle part. Yep, you'll see what I mean. Tuck that middle part in and then press down where the screw hole is. And then again, secure it with your cross-headed screw. Now this panel at the front, we're going to put that on now, making sure that the purple little felt thing is at the front. The slider's obviously on the top there, and that'll probably need a little wiggle just to make sure it sits into position. So you need to check basically that that's moving these red parts up and down when we've got it all back into place. Now we need to put in the 4 screws along the front. They're the T8 Torx screws. And then don't forget that shorter screw in the middle at the back. So we're going to put that in now. We need to now put the end cap onto the brush bar. It just push fits where the bearings are like so. Push the brush in, and then we're going to line the end cap up so this flat part here corresponds to the bottom of the floor tool. Then you can just lock it with your coin by turning it clockwise, and your cleaning task is complete. I hope this video has helped. Please subscribe to my channel for more Dyson help videos, including other floor tools on my channel. I'll put them in the description. In the meantime, this next one is one YouTube has chosen for you.